Sunday,
okay.
the 1st of February.
It's us, look.
Just thought
Look.
that today
You.
I would put my nails done. Valentine's Day, and I just thought I'd make a nice makeup tutorial video. So we're going to start off with this moisturiser. I've got some new lipstick this week from Max Factor, and I've got my nails done, so I thought that would be a good time to just top up my makeup routine and share it with you all. I also started using the Ink Key, I ordered some on Amazon, some Ink Key cleanser. I think I'm actually going to make a skincare regime with all the Ink Key products because they've got 5 steps. So you start with cleansing, which I'm doing, and then it's hydration, treating, moisturising, and then SPF. So I thought that it would be quite a good thing to incorporate a proper skincare routine, because my skin is very dry. This is also new, I got this yesterday, it's Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula. So yeah, got this, and just until we start doing the lips. So, and also my hair's dry, I've just had a shower, so I'm just letting it dry. It might not be dry at the top, that's the only thing. I think I need to just literally put this headband in the middle so that it doesn't stop the hair from actually drying. Okay, so first and foremost we're going in with our NYX makeup, bear with me, in a number 2 fair colour. So I'm just going to put a squidge of that on my finger. Actually we should be using a brush or something like this, but we'll just layer it on like that, and then sort of just do the base level with the brush, and then the rest we can do with a beauty blender. I feel like in the winter I always get very pale because I don't get enough vitamin D. I'm just going to take out all the products here. Yeah, I don't get enough vitamin D, so I get very pale. And I realised also that last week, in the makeup tutorial last week, I forgot to put on mascara. So we're going to do that this week. I'm not going to forget our trusty mascara, because that is a very integral part of my short makeup routine. The only thing I seem to have lost is my beauty blender, which I'll be honest with you is a real pity. I don't know where enough it went. I know I put it back in here, but sadly it appears to have just disappeared. It's a real shame. So I'm going to have to buy, I think I'm going to buy like a collection of brushes and beauty blenders and things, because they always come in handy. But yeah, so we'll make do with what we've got, and then we'll go shopping this week. So we're going to use this, which is technically supposed to be for powder, but I'm going to use it to just rub in all the foundation so that I'm not having to use my fingers. What? Yeah. Like so. Okay. Now I think we are just going to put a bit more on my face. I'm not really happy with the way this looks without the beauty blender. And also, to be honest, I just find it much easier to put foundation on with my fingers. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I hope your week has been good. It's the last week of January. Technically the latest you're allowed to leave up your Christmas decorations is the 2nd of February. And I've taken down the tablecloth and the wreath, but I still need to just take down the last bit of tinsel. And also the Christmas tablecloth on the coffee table. So I will do that before tomorrow. And then I'm going to decorate for Valentine's Day, I think. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, now I'm going to put on some of this kohl on my lower lid. Like so, and then we are going to go with the powder. So I don't also know where my concealer went. I need to get a few more bits, I think. A few more bits. I did want a red lipstick actually, but I couldn't find one, so I ended up going for like a peach colour. So this is powder, and I don't know right now exactly what I think of this. My thoughts are that either my skin is really dry, or this kind of goes on a little bit cakey. But I'm not sure. You know, what you want is for you not to be able to see that you're wearing anything on your skin. And if you can see the powder, then it's not really the effect you want. But anyway, it will do for now. This is a budget makeup routine, not a premium quality high-end makeup routine like Charlotte Tilbury, NARS, Gucci and Dior. But we'll get there eventually. So that's the powder. And next up, we're going to go in with our Buttermelt bronzer from NYX, which I must say I have a good recommendation to buy, because it's a powder kind of, yeah, it is like a powder, but it's not broken in the tub. which is what usually happens when I buy powders, so... Okay, so bronzer here. And here, and then I suppose I looked at a video this week and you're supposed to put it along and under your jaw, because then it kind of gives you that jaw definition. And then you put it up here for like that sun-kissed glow. Like so. And your nose. So yeah, I mean, I've been having, I went to hospital this week, orthopaedics, and I actually was given a diagnosis of arthritis. And I asked, is that osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, is it like all over my body? And the doctor was just a knee specialist, so he said you've got it in your knees, which kind of explains a lot that I have arthritis, because like, my whole body is so stiff that I can barely move first thing in the mornings. I think, yeah, it explains a lot, basically. So that was informative. And I've got another hospital appointment on the 5th of February. So it's a little bit tricky on that front right now. My physical health is not exactly where it needs to be. But it's also nothing too severe, which is good. But anyway, yeah, I've done a few good workouts this week, and I feel going well, which I'm really pleased about. I still haven't met my 5 kg weight loss target. I had 12 weeks, and I think I've got 1 or 2 weeks left, and I'm 57.7 kilograms. And to have lost, saying that, I might have been like 100.7 kilograms when I started. I know I was 100 kg, so maybe I have lost 5k. But my goal was to get to 95 kilograms in 12 weeks, and this week or next week it will have been 12 weeks. Yeah, it would have been 12 weeks, so I've nearly met the target, which I'm really proud of myself for, and it hasn't been easy. Like, it's remarkable, this NHS app has really helped me, because I've been cooking more, I've been making rice dishes, I went to Waitrose and I bought some good quality ground beef, and I've just really started cooking a lot more, which I'm really pleased about. And also, I'm just being more active, I've got a bike. My main issue why the weight's not dropping off is because of the fact that I'm not leaving the house early enough, and I'm not having a long commute. Because before, when I lived in London, I'd be commuting sometimes. My first job out of uni was commuting from North London to Kensington, which was like just under 2 hours on the tube. So you burn like 600 calories just commuting, and I'm not doing that anymore. So it's a struggle, but it's the arthritis that's stopping me from getting out of the house, because I wake up in the morning and it's like, oh god, my body's just so stiff. The thought of like moving is just, takes me like 6 hours to warm myself up. Anyway, I think the word of the week for this week is awareness. I think when you have the awareness of these things, it's very, very illuminating, and it's very empowering. And I feel like in the last few weeks, I've just been given so much awareness about different issues, and I know that a lot of them will just vanish when I get fit and lose fat. So, I think the key is mental health, and I'd also say that my mood, my emotions have become much more positive since I've had a focus, such as going to the gym. So that's good. And I'm able to lift my son up more as well. Like when we went to the farm last week, I was able to, I like this lip shade, it's very subtle. I was able to lift him up more. This is Profusion, that lip liner. Basis Yorkshire actually gave this to me. It's in a dream shade, and they gave this to me in my Christmas gift, which I'm very grateful for. They do some amazing work supporting vulnerable, or not vulnerable, actually strong survivor women, or just women generally. And then, I think they've opened to men now too, which is great. But yeah, so it's February, everyone. We've got past the worst part of the year. We're not on the home straight, but we are well into the race of the year. And yeah, for me, it's gone well on the fitness and the diet front. I feel like I've made some good progress, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. Like, I need to get up earlier, but I also need to get into bed much earlier. Like, we're talking like 7 PM. And I need to stop eating so late at night. I need to try and go for a walk after every meal. I need to try and go for a walk first thing in the morning. Like, literally just hang a coat over my pyjamas if I have to, and just get out there. But you know, it's easier said than done, isn't it? When you've got arthritis. So, I mean, hopefully it will be reversible. But that's what trauma does to the body. It causes the body a lot of trauma too. And often people who've been through trauma develop autoimmune conditions and stuff. But I know that I'm a very determined mama. When I put my mind to something, usually I can get there when it's feasible, and when I have the ability to put my mind to that thing, usually I will be able to reach my goals. My goal is that by the time it's around May, June time, and we're in spring, and the tulips have come out, and the sun is shining, and we have long days again, where the sun rises at 6 and sets at 10. By that point, I will be, just, like, healthy BMI, really, you know? I don't want to be necessarily, well, I mean, I'd like to get back to being a size, 10, but it's not important. What's important is to just feel like I have my agility back, and my flexibility back, and my energy back, and my, like, sleep regularity back, because that was all really good all throughout my pregnancy. I was doing yoga classes all throughout my pregnancy, and swimming at Fitness First all throughout my pregnancy, and my blood test came back amazing, my baby's development was amazing, I was eating loads of soups from Noosa, cooking meals at home, and working, because I was commuting a lot and very active. So, but I think the hard thing about pregnancy is that a lot of the things that you do as an athlete, like going for runs and cycles, and doing like high intensity gym classes, spin classes, all of that you have to kind of stop. I mean, you don't actually. Like, there's lots of Instagram videos where women aren't stopping doing all of that stuff. And actually looking back, I was extra cautious. So I did stop that stuff. I did stop running at like 4 months, and I stopped the high intensity classes, I stopped the cycling and everything, but obviously I wouldn't do the cycling, but you can do all these things. You don't have to stop them all. And I think for a lot of women, actually, maybe doing it at a lesser intensity, but carrying on with those things that you've done before you're pregnant that help you manage your emotional regulation, your weight, I'd recommend trying to look into doing it. But I think when it's your first child and your first pregnancy, especially if you're a single parent, it's like you're erring on the side of caution, because it's like if anything goes wrong, you're the one to blame. Whereas the couples who are living together, they kind of share the responsibility. And also you're carrying somebody else's child, somebody else's DNA, somebody else's lineage. So you kind of want to do a good job of that. Otherwise, the resentment if something does go wrong may very well be lifelong. And I think I did a great job. So anyway, we're nearly done with the makeup. So this is the new lipstick I bought. This is Max Factor, in like a sort of raspberry colour, and then you've got this thing to keep it sealed over the top. So it was actually really cool. I woke up this morning with this, and it was still on. Usually I look like a troll when I wake up, but this morning when I went to the mirror, I was like, oh, I've got some makeup on, like without even having to do it myself for the first time in like literally 3 years. I don't look like death warmed up first thing in the morning. And I know you can get like lip dyes and stuff, and I've tinted my eyelashes this week. Got my nails done. I hope you can see my nails actually. And I've got to just wait for this to set. Look, they're matching. Got to wait for it to set for 60 seconds, and then I can put this Max Factor. It's like a sort of lip balm, but it's got sealant properties, so it seals in the colour and makes it last longer. And then after that, we will just go in with our trusty Oh My Gloss Rimmel lip gloss in a shade with argan oil. Lasts up to 6 hours. I don't know what colour it's in. Oh, Stay My Rose. It's in a Stay My Rose. I need to maybe while we're waiting for this to dry, I can try and take off the security tag from here. But yeah, so I went to Trinity Nails this week, got my nails done. I haven't actually had my nails acrylics put on since like last August, when I went for a bright neon green. I saw a video, a documentary anyway, we won't go into that, but I went for a bright neon green. And now I've gone for a red. I've never had red before. I've had light pink, I've had hearts of red, I've had white manicure, French manicure, I've had green, I've had blue, but I've never had red, and I really like it. Being a redhead, it's kind of nice to have matching nails. God, I can't get the security tag off. It's a shame. Yeah, it's literally just... Oh wait, no, I spoke too soon. But yeah, so I've got my son a few prezzies, and I'm planning on doing some baking for him this week, hopefully. He loves chocolate cake, so I think I'm going to make him a chocolate cake again. But this time, make sure I bake it the day before we're going to play tennis, rather than the same day, because I've done that twice now and it's not ready, and then it has to be cooked in stages, and that's not what I want. I just want to give him a cake. And I've also got loads of decorations. I've got like some edible rose petals, some silver baubles, and I've also bought some cake tins yesterday as well. So this is really hard to get off. So yeah, I've got some cake tins now. I've got a cake tin for brownies and a cake tin for just standard cake, and I've got the right size Tupperware dishes to put the cake in. I've got all the decorations for the cake, most of the ingredients for the cake, and so yeah, that's what I'm going to hopefully be doing on Tuesday this week. And I got a hospital appointment on the 5th, which is quite an important one. So yeah, a few bits going on, beginning of February. And hopefully this month will be a good one. And I'll feel like when we reach March that I'm making the progress I need. I've also started the Couch to 5k program. It's a 9-week program, and you're supposed to do 3 runs a week for 9 weeks. And so far this week I've done 2, and they've gone quite well. Obviously I'm not running on hard terrain, it's on soft terrain. I've got to do my last one today, and then next week there'll be another 3 runs, and you do that for the next 9 weeks, and then apparently after 9 weeks you can run 5k. So we'll see how that goes. Right, I'm going to do my hair now. But yeah, so far it's gone really well. I'm really pleased with the progress of like lots of different fitness. I'm trying to do yoga at home, I'm trying to do, you know, runs on the treadmill, runs on the grass, fitness classes, gym workouts with weightlifting, swimming, dancing. I think that that's the key to sustainable healthy body, healthy mind, is kind of being quite like open-minded with the way you move your body, not just kind of doing one thing, but mixing it up to keep yourself on your toes, but also just so that you can work different muscles and different systems, and then it's more sustainable. If you use, you know, Ozempic and personal trainers, I do actually want to get a personal trainer, but sometimes it's quite a quick fix. You know, you drop like 10 kg in 3 months and then you put it all on again afterwards, whereas what I'm trying to do is make long-term, sustainable, healthy lifestyle changes that will hopefully last me for the rest of my life. And also, I want to set a good example for my little boy. You know, the more active I am, the more active hopefully he'll be. The healthier I eat, that sets a good example for how healthy he's going to eat. And that's what we want. That is what we want. But yeah, no way, I have not made nearly as much progress as I need to make, and this could take a whole year rather than, I just don't know how long it's going to take, because I'm also doing this quite, you know, on a budget. Like, I've got the gym membership because that's entirely necessary, otherwise I just wouldn't go at all. It's hard enough as it is, leaving the house. If I had to go to a rundown gym, I just wouldn't ever go. But it is quite an investment, so apart from that, I'm like living very much on a budget. But anyway, let's get cracking with our hair styling now. Oh wait, we're going to have to unplug the light because this needs plugging in. But yeah, I mean, I'm quite proud of myself, to be honest. You know, a lot of mums in my situation turn to drugs and alcohol, and like, I'm not trying to say that one is actually better than the other, because they're probably having a lot more fun than I am. Probably a lot more human connection too, but the route I'm choosing is rooted in health, because that's what I believe is important for my son to realise. And my parents did a quite a good job with that with me, for the most part. So, but yeah, I'm proud of myself for, you know, being so strong as to not, to not turn to negative influences. And, well, at least for the last 3 months, I was vaping before that, so I hold my hand up there. But yeah, let's put my glasses on anyway. Silence in the house. How lovely. So, I'm hoping, wait a sec, just keep that on. When you hear the sound, you press the heat button. And then you just wait for like 60 seconds, and the ceramic will hopefully warm up. And then I'm just gonna, I must say, I've been thinking this week how lovely it would be to move into an apartment where, for this video, I just had like a full wall, the wall for the makeup. I didn't have to always have this like inability to just film things without much space, but mainly to have a sink in the bathroom with a big LED mirror, and like a sink that has space around it to put stuff on, like a station, a skincare station, rather than just a small tiny sink with no mirror currently. And also more space for my son to play a garden game. Like, it's hard being a single parent, and it's hard you know, it's hard, so I can't be too hard on myself, but I just feel like it would be nice one day, hopefully, to have a bigger place for my son. But I think ultimately what's important is to be cooking 3 meals a day and sleeping enough, and you don't need, you know, if you're a child, and you don't need a big place to do that. So, you know, all in good time. All in good time. Whoever's watching this, whether it's just one person, just know this. God has a plan for you, and if you put in the work, what you put out there, you'll get back. I know that from experience. What you put out into the world will eventually come back to you tenfold. And sometimes it's just about keeping the faith. Just keeping the faith that things will get easier. Keeping the faith that things will get better. Not giving up. And eventually they do. So, I do love having poker straight hair, I must say. It just makes me feel so much more like put together. Sleek, slick, professional, in control. Don't get me wrong, I love the natural look too, but I just feel like I'm standing on business when I have hair like this. Oh dear. In fact, after this... Uh-oh, do you know what I've just realised? I've forgotten about my plantain in the oven. The alarm hasn't gone off. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. I have unfortunately burnt my plantain. I was given it at from a women's organisation last week, and I was given the plantain, and I put it in the oven, and I've just forgotten about it. But the alarm didn't go off. I don't know why. I have 2 oven timers on my fridge, and it just didn't go off. But it's fine. I'm having ground beef with rice, and also I'm having it with avocado. The avocado that I had in my video this week. That's what I'm having with it. And then some Nando's peri-peri sauce too. So, it's a shame about the plantain, but I can easily buy more and have it next time. So that's good. Right, I think this will do for now. I'm hoping to go to the gym later, before it gets dark if I can, so I will, I suppose, look a bit more well presented, rather than walking in like a scruff bag as I usually do. Because, I mean, you're sweating every day, why do you need to put on a full face of makeup for the gym? But sometimes, you know, being well presented and moving your body is a privilege, and, you know, it's important to remember that. Right, I think that will do for now. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the finished look for today. Just trying to get my parting correct. So yeah, we've got straight hair, and nice makeup on. And hopefully, fingers crossed, today will be a good day. I haven't really been listening to this music, and I have been rambling a lot. But this is today's vlog, and I'm about to have a healthy lunch, and then set out. In fact, I might also try and go to B&Q today, because I need to buy some adhesive for vinyl to put in the bathroom, another pack of laminate for the hall, so that when I book for the stairs to be finished with Alibaba carpets, that I have the right materials. And so I might do that today, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you've gained some inspiration from this video, whoever you are. And I wish you, let's put this on, I wish you a very pleasant week, this first week of February. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it gives you a renewed sense of vigour for the year ahead. Take care.